Hello everyone, Ryan here. If you're new to my channel, you don't know that on this channel, in addition to reviewing books and doing book-related stuff, or uploading book-related stuff, I also review movies and albums. And though I haven't done a movie review in quite some time, I also haven't done an album review in quite some time, but decided to get back into that. So anyways, I recently saw a movie, The Bling Ring, and I heard about this movie a while ago. Of course, it came out sometime back in 2013, and it's based on true events. Of course, it's just these group of teenagers who lived somewhere in the suburbs of Los Angeles, and they pretty much decide to start robbing the homes of different celebrities. And the way they start doing that is they track their whereabouts via the internet, because most celebrities, they're like, pretty much when they first start, they rob Paris Hilton's home, and they're able to do that because they see on some gossip website that she's going to be hosting some party or something like that at some nightclub or something like that. So they knew that she wasn't going to be home, and I don't know, I guess because a lot of celebrities' homes, they're either unlisted, or I think it's just because so many people are familiar with where they live, so it was easy for them to get access to the address of each celebrity. So, they first start out by robbing Paris Hilton's home, and I don't know if this is accurate in the movie, but when they first go there and they find a spare key under her doormat, and so I don't know if that's accurate. If that's the case, then I'm surprised that someone like Paris Hilton would leave a spare key under the doormat. But then I don't know, maybe that's just, that goes to show how vapid and naive celebrities can be, or something along those lines. They go into her home, steal a bunch of her clothes, shoes, jewelry, mostly jewelry. They steal a lot of expensive jewelry. Also some cash, like wads of cash and $100 bills, and then they just repeat the same thing over and over. I don't know how many times they do it, but they rob from enough celebrity homes that eventually they do get caught. Because I think one of the last homes that they steal from, and I forget which celebrity, which celebrity home it was, but that particular home had security cameras set up, so they were caught on camera. So, and then pretty much the next day, police showed up to each of their houses and arrested them and whatnot, and that's pretty much it. There wasn't a whole lot to the story. It was just really straightforward. And even though I will say most of the performances in this are pretty good, pretty decent, I will say for me, Emma Watson, she stood out the most in this because it felt like she channeled her inner spoiled teenager, or either that or I don't know, she could have just been behaving how she might normally behave I, I mean, I don't know, I don't know how, what method each actor uses, or, but either way, yeah, for me, she stood out the most. I mean, so much so that, during certain scenes, like, it made me really hate her. Like, in fact, I mean, each teenager in this movie, portrayed in this movie, they just came off as, not so much spoiled, but yeah, spoiled to a certain extent, but also just, like they're in desperate need of discipline. In fact, if nothing else, I'd say this movie, it's a good example of what can happen when teenagers, don't receive the right amount of discipline and structure, and and I know that might make me sound like some old fogey or geezer or whatever. I don't care. That's how I feel. That's how this movie made me feel. Yeah, it's just a prime example of how kids and teenagers, they can run amok, they can go crazy. They have no parental supervision, and because also too, I mean, most of the teenagers in this, it seemed like, I mean, yeah, pretty much their parents weren't around. Their parents were, either more career-oriented, or their parents just refused to acknowledge that their kids were troublemakers. So I don't know, that's just my 2 cents there. So ultimately, I would give this movie, I would give it 7 out of 10 at the most. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would really recommend anyone watch. Well, I would say I recommend parents watch this. All parents, I don't care, no matter where you come from, what background you have, or what your beliefs are or aren't. I say, hey, if you want to make sure your kids don't grow up to be spoiled and bratty and troublemakers and all that, and watch this movie, and after watching it, you'll definitely know what not to do. So, but that's just my opinion. So, yeah. So again, I give it 7 out of 10. That'll do it for my review of the Bling Ring. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for listening. As always, till next time, don't forget to keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.